hands like this, reach into the water, and... Okay, you've heard of a dewdrop? This is a don't drop. That's water fairy humor.
It's good.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to my ranking of the Tinkerbell characters. I'm starting with the first movie because, well, it's the first movie. I'm gonna go in a series, ranking all the movies in chronological order, and we're going to be ranking the characters based on how good they are, based on their outfits, character changes, everything. I'm gonna rank them individually for the movies, but at the end of the series, I'm going to post an entire one based on their character growth and changes, all the movies wise. Um, so yeah, let's get started. All right, so I haven't decided on any rankings for any of these characters yet. I'm just going to be going off of them as I go. I just finished watching the movie. That's how I got all these screenshots um of each individual character that has some semblance of importance in the movie. I did forget to get each individual guardian, but I will be telling you my rankings on them even without the pictures. Um, so starting with the baby, I'm gonna put the baby around C, because it's not an important character. Yeah, it's barely in the movie. I'm only going to put the baby at C because the baby's the only reason Tinkerbell exists in the first place. Without the baby, wouldn't have the movie. As we all know, anyone who's actually watched the movie knows actually. Um, Fairies are born from a baby's first laugh. So when this baby laughed, it's how we got our girl. So yeah, solid C. Also, there's the chance that it is Wendy as a baby. Um, but I'm not sure because they didn't actually state that in the movie, and I haven't bothered to look anything up. Uh, that's something I need to bring up. This video, anything that I talk about fairies, is based on what I know about Disney's lore about them and just what I know in general. I have not done any research on it. I really, I'm looking it up as I go. Um, anyways, next one. We have Cheese here. Cheese is really cute mouse, so he's above the baby, obviously. Actually, I'm gonna move that baby to D. He's not that important. Or she. I don't know. Um, Cheese, kind of an important character. He does help with the thistles and everything, as where the screen cap's from. And he's really cute, so I'll put him in B. And we got Bobble and Clank. I did not take individual pictures of them because they're practically the same character. Um, they're really funny. They're extremely annoying at times, but they're good when you need them. I'd say A. I actually might move everyone down a peg. As you can tell, I did not do these rankings beforehand. I really should have. Um, Now Fairy Mary. She's very smart. She's very wholesome. She's very motherly. She's B. I do like her a lot. She's a good character. We're not gonna get many bad characters yet. There's some characters who I would put at F simply because they're never mentioned again, and that's the only reason. Um, Fawn. In this movie, I'd say she's A tier. She's a really good character. She's very helpful to Tinkerbell when she wants to switch her talent. She's very sweet. She has a lot of funny moments. Uh, Very motherly as well. Very good character, very solid. Um, then we have these guardians. Now, Queen Clarion alone, I'd say D tier. She's not that cute. Um, Now with all the other guardians, F tier. I would get a lot of controversy for that if I wasn't, so little of a YouTuber, but it's whatever. Um, Queen Clarion, she's kind of She's really nice. I'll give her that. She's a very pretty design. If we were going based on design, I'd give her an S tier. But none of these guardians punish Tinkerbell at all for any fuck up she does. She messes up like 3 to 5 times within like the first week of being born, and none of them punish her or do anything about it. They might lightly scold her, but they never punish her. They are very good listeners, however, I'll give them that. Now, Iridessa, I'm very biased around Iridessa, simply because of how she is entirely movie franchise-wise. But just for this movie, she's a B tier. She's very helpful, very nice, and very smart. And that scene where she is helping Tinkerbell try to be a light fairy, she is extremely cute and quirky, and I really, really like her. Now we got Rosetta, or as we call her, Ro. I will never stop calling her Ro. That's gonna be her name from now on. Um, in this movie, she's the one who's most logical. I'll give her that. She's kind of boring otherwise. Um, I'd say she's around Cheese's level, around the C. She's there. She does have a funny moment when Tinkerbell is trying to learn light from Iridessa, and Fawn says, "Do you think it's heavy?" And Rose says, "No, it's light," which is very funny, and they make a little joke out of that. It's very funny. Um, we got Silver Mist here. She's the first one to help Tinkerbell. I believe the first one to actually offer to help Tinkerbell, and Fawn's the second one. She's a very good character. She makes a lot of jokes. She is the comedy queen, and I just love her. She's very nice and kind. I'm giving her S tier because of how much I love her. If Fawn was any more in this movie, she'd probably have S tier as well. They're my favorite characters in the entire franchise, but in this movie, they do earn the right to be S and A tier. Terrence, I'm gonna give him an A tier. Simply because he's not in this movie a lot, no. But he listens and is very thoughtful. He's a great character and he gives really good advice. And unlike most men, actually gets it when Tinkerbell hints at him that she needs something. And she wasn't even hinting actually. She didn't even know what she wanted, but he figured out what she needed and helped her figure that out herself, which is very insightful, and I do love him for. His character is very good. He gets an A tier. Now, as you can see, I have two of Tinkerbell, one in her white dress and one in her green dress, because white dress Tinkerbell is very different from green dress Tinkerbell. This one's very new to the world, excited about it, um very happy and cute. I'd give her a cute little B tier. Now, green dress Tinkerbell, the main one, she gets a fucking D tier. I mean, she doesn't get F tier because she is the main character of the movie, and she does have some very sweet, good, wholesome moments. But she is a brat, and she treats her friends like shit, and I don't know how she kept them along with this whole ride. I don't know how she deserved that or did it. I mean, I do like her because she owned up to her mistakes, and I'm not putting her in F tier either, other than the fact that, she's the main character, but because well, she was just born. She doesn't know much about the world. I can't call her too naive and stupid because how would that be her fault? I mean, she just came into the world. Vidya, I I like Vidya as a character, but in this movie, she gets an F tier simply because of all the shit she pulled on Tinkerbell. I mean, she even tried basically sacrificing her to the hawk when that was coming after them. She's a bitch all round in this movie. She does get better, but in this movie, as I'm ranking them individually, she gets an F. Um, Now Wendy here. I have her because, well, his car is going past. She is a very cute reference. I do like her. I'm not ranking the Peter Pan movie, by the way. I know it has Tinkerbell in it. Not ranking that one. Never seen it, don't want to. It makes me feel angry because even though it was released first before these Tinkerbell movies, I believe, it doesn't really get her character. Her character changes from that movie into these movies. And there's some very cool theories about it, which I might talk about in the last video of the series. I actually might want to, of why she's so different in that movie compared to these movies. But I just hate it. I just hate it so much. I cannot watch that movie for the life of me. But Wendy here, I like I like her character. She's cute, she's sweet. I'm giving her a D tier because she's just not that, important. And she doesn't really say much, but she's a cute character. She's not F tier. She does add to the movie. She's a cute character. C tier. If there's anything I would change about this list, I don't think there is any. Other than I can talk about the Guardians now. Um, there is, if I were to do individual rankings, I'd give Queen Clarion about a D. The Spring Guardian, I'd say around a C because he is pretty, he does most of the work. Um, the Fall and the Winter Guardian, they're basically never seen again, especially the Winter Guardian, so F tier. And then there's the Summer Guardian, who you also never see again, so F tier. Other than that, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's my list for that. And now we're gonna go on to the fits of the main girls, the main six. So this is the tier that list that I made. I'm going to have to individually show off their outfits because these pictures don't really do it justice. But first off, we're gonna start with Fawn. So this is what Fawn's outfit looks like. She she's very different from her newer movies images, which I think Fawn out of all of them is the one who gets the most outfit changes. So this right here is what she looks like. She's got some pants underneath her dress and she's got a very long braid. I overall say that this is a very cute outfit. I do love it for her. It matches her personality very well. So overall, seeing the outfit, I'd have to say an A tier because it does match her very well. It it's just very cute. I also like the idea that she would wear pants under it. She's not the only one who does that. Vidya also does that. Um, but yeah, I'd say A tier. Next up is Iridessa. She's, she's got a very nice outfit. I don't think that sunflower on her dress is ever seen again after this though, so that's gonna be interesting. But yeah, I couldn't really get a very good picture of Iridessa. I tried really hard. I really did. But there's just not very good like many moments where, you get a good picture of her. She's not very seen in the movie. Other than Vidya. Vidya, oh my goodness, I could not get a good picture of her for the life of me. I don't think there's any moments where her full body is facing the camera. None. Uh, but she's got the cute little sunflower seed on her dress, which, as I said before, I don't think it's been in the newer movies. I can't quite recall because it's been a while. I love the gold strings in her hair. It's very pretty. And she's just a very pretty character. I think the dress suits her very well. Um, I think this is also the best version of her outfit, if I'm remembering correctly. So I'm probably gonna give it let's see. I'm probably gonna give it like an, I think, you know what? S tier. Iridessa deserves it. She's a good character. Now, Rosetta, let's see. Rosetta here, I love her hair. Her hair never changes though. I think the dress is very pretty. It suits her. I think it could have been a little bit more well done. I think outfits in the future get better than this, or they don't change at all. I can't remember. Um, but for her, I'd say about like a C tier. It's not that great. Now we're gonna come on to Silver Mist, and I love how they're kind of in the same direction over here. That's funny. But for Silver Mist, I do love her dress a lot. I love the way it kind of flicks off, but I also don't because it's very static. I know all their dresses are made like of petals and leaves, and I love that detail as well. I just, I kind of prefer her later outfits, I think. I do love this dress though. It's very pretty, suits her very well. It flows like water. It just, I don't know. They could make a whole movie on Silver Mist. I would watch that shit like crazy. It would be amazing. But as for Silver Mist tier, I would have to say B. Now, about our main girl, Tinkerbell, I think we can all agree her outfit definitely changes quite a bit throughout the next couple movies. It's kind of as if they forget that her dress is made out of leaves. I had to get this specific picture of her because I wanted to include her shoes. Her shoes, my goodness. They kind of change a little bit, if I remember correctly, but the puffs never do. And I do love the little puff balls. And that's the thing of why I wanted to include Wendy because her little music box, it also has those little puffs on the shoes. And I just think that's such an adorable detail to connect Tinkerbell and the music box together. I think that was just really well done. I do love the details in this movie. I just wish they would remake it because some of the stuff that used to be canon, as people know now, are not canon anymore, such as the Winter Guardian. But yeah. Yeah. But as for that, yeah, her outfit is kind of meh. I mean, they do it like in the first scene where they show it off, they give her like a lot of look around and she almost flashes the camera. D. I don't want to see Tinkerbell butt, so I don't want to see her ass. So, yeah, I'd say a D, definitely. Now for what was the hardest character to get a screenshot of. Vidya. Vidya, I love her entire outfit. I wish it never changed from this. I think it does change. I, again, cannot quite recall, but it's a great outfit. I love the pants. It's very sharp and, like, she's very pointed and it really suits her character. The outfit just matches her character so well. I cannot say anything about it more. I love, love, love this outfit on her. Which is exactly why I'm gonna give her outfit an S tier. Because it deserves it. It's a very, very good outfit. As for everything else, the only other thing that I could rank would be the music. And as some of you might have seen in when I was showing off the outfits, one of the titles of one of my pages was the music is OG, so I would say it's an A tier. It's really good music. It's very whimsical, very fairy-like. It just really good. But I will say I'm mainly giving it an A tier because it's from the first movie. Um, most of the newer movies, oh my goodness, the music gets so good. I basically listen to it every day because of how good it is. Um, Other than that, the movie's really good. I don't watch it as often as the other movies simply because it's kind of cringe. It's not as good as the other movies. It's just really good if you want to, you know, I guess watch Tinkerbell in chronological order. That's basically it. If you want to get to know the characters, sure, it introduces them, but it's not one of my first choices. It never will be one of my first choices. I'd love if they could remake this movie and maybe instead of having the Winter Fairy, have Lord Mallory there, because, you know, he's the actual guardian of winter. Or in maybe future movies, bring back that original Winter Guardian and just say, oh, she was just running the kingdom for me while I was gone or something. I don't know. I want them to remake it, make it better, keep everything basically the same, except adjust those few details that are different. Especially the scene where they fly into winter. Come on. I mean, in newer movies, that would be the dumbest thing, and they would be so freaking. They would avoid winter basically. Uh, but other than that, I'd say it's like a D tier of all the movies. Of all these movies, I put this one specifically at D or F tier, one of the two. But anyways, as for this movie, that's the end of my rankings. So I'll see you guys at the next one. And I think that movie is going to be the one where she escapes from the girl's house. I can't quite remember what it's called, but it's going to be that movie, I believe. Whatever's next. So I'll talk to you guys later, and I hope you enjoyed. Bye!